Hi, this is a very unusual way to start a show. Look at the time for a minute. My name is Phoenix, and I love the sun, and I love nature, and hello, I love you, too. Which is why I'm doing this. Welcome to the first episode of a show that is really important to me and has been for many years. My show is called True Diaries, and I will post an episode every day for the next year, maybe every day for the rest of my life, I don't know, but definitely for the next year. You have my commitment to help women all over the world, men too, but specifically women. I feel there are a lot of issues to talk about and address, and there are very few people who are willing to admit that there's a problem and do anything about it or offer suggestions. And so that's what I am here to do. And so, all right, so one of the first things is to find the problem. The problem. A big one is how few females, young through old, truly love themselves, truly love ourselves as whole human beings, weaknesses and strengths. And one of the symptoms of this lack of complete love, in my opinion, is the fact that the average woman, the statistic I recently heard is that only 53% of women have had an orgasm. Maybe it's even 53% of women have don't have regular orgasms, but I'm pretty sure it's just that the statistic blows me away to think that women can go their whole lives, that 47% of the women alive have never had an orgasm. I mean, if that were males, need I say more, really? I am in my late 30s, and I have spoken with many men and women over the years and have had very candid conversations. Your average guy has at least one orgasm per week, if not per day. There's some I have heard and known of and know of that, whether they tell me or not, have shared the information that, yeah, that's just a common thing, that they masturbate. And that's the other thing, masturbation, not just through a partner or anyone else, just on their own. It's common, normal. It'd be abnormal if I said that statistic, that just say rounded off 50% of men 50% of men never had an orgasm. What would you think? They'd be like, really? Like, that's bizarre. And it's seen as a lot easier for them. So I only want my videos to be 5 to 10 minutes long. I am a big YouTube fan, and I actually rarely ever watch TV. I love to watch movies when I can and when I make the time to, but I'm big into YouTube. I've learned a lot through TED Talks and different videos that people have put together. And on this topic, I have generally come across animations and say a round table talk, but no person really putting themselves out there and just sharing the knowledge. So I invite any and everybody else who'd like to do so, bring it. I would love to see more videos like this. But all right, so the biggest thing I would love to do and love to see happen is that it becomes more the norm. Say that percentage increase to say only 5 to 10% of females not having orgasms, because it does encompass a lot, but it's up to us. The power literally is in our hands, but it takes a lot to get to know yourself and connect with yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to get comfortable, to feel that one, you deserve it, that two, you can, that it's possible, it's not impossible, and make it important enough to explore and not depend on anybody else. Because for myself and other females who do bring themselves to orgasm on a regular basis, or I say ever in their lives, it's really one of the most life transforming gifts and experiences. If you could tell by my facial reaction, it's pretty incredible, and it's our birthright, literally. And there are still, I want to say, at least 500,000, if not 1,000,000, but at least 500,000 girls who go through genital mutilation. So it is a gift to even have all of our parts if they are intact, and it's a travesty to ignore them or to denigrate them and feel ashamed or embarrassed of them. I know many people I've never really had a good talk or understand our menstrual cycles, which are common and sync with the moon. Like, this is nature. I'd like to get back to basics, and I know that this will, I can guarantee this will help everything and everyone. Alright, it's getting to several minutes, and okay, so I'll give you a taste of different things I'll cover in future episodes or webisodes, whatever people call these things. Podcast? No, this isn't a podcast. So, okay. Menstrual cycles, for one, are hormones, how they fluctuate and how to harness the power of them. And I'm going to give, say, different websites for people to explore, books, movies, music. And actually, one of the reasons I decided to film, so I'll focus on that, and ways to create settings so that it's unique to you and authentic, sincere, and comforting and nurturing and safe. For me, this type of environment is all of those things, but for someone else it wouldn't be. I know that this can be very scary for some, even just this information. So I'll be talking about things to suggestions, ideas. I will not allow comments. I think a lot of people can understand why I don't want to get into any things that become more base, let's say, and I'll get into chakras, thinking of base. But if you have any comments that you do want to tell me personally, or if you would like me to address anything in future shows, please feel free to inbox me, send me a message. You can also email me at red, true, TRUE, diaries, DIARIES, @gmail.com. And I'll also cover, say, different aromas, scents, all the different senses, like how to, say, incorporate music in terms of feelings, structure. It is important to learn about your anatomy, and I don't mean just what's on the outside, but what's on the inside. Say, speaking on another level, the chakras, and red. This red is a symbol and theme, and it is why I chose the name Phoenix, and I chose red to encapsulate the power and how it can be dangerous, and it can, make people think of caution, which I had shied away from for a long time in regards to the color red. But it means passion. Like I said, it means empowerment. It means regeneration in the form of the phoenix. And and our blood, and not being ashamed or embarrassed. That's how the cycle in women is how most of us get here. How we got to this point, we'll get into later too. We'll get into history and patriarchy and animus and many things, but I will give bare bones, and I will be reviewing sex toys. I do prefer eco-friendly sex toys or eco-friendly anything. The earth, our mother, it is here for us, just like orgasms and and I don't want to get too, say, orgasmically focused on the physical part, but say feeling orgasmic as much as possible. Okay, that was a lot. I'm gonna let you digest that more soon. Okay, thank you. I love you.